Hello again everybody, it's another speed paint video, and this is another one of my Twisty Tree drawings. I think this is mainly what's going to be on my channel, speed paint wise, until this semester is over, because this is mainly what I'm working on every week, and it's just the easiest for me to, hit two birds with one stone, I guess. Getting stuff done for my classes and also getting a video out. With this one, I wanted to try a few different things I normally wouldn't do. A lineless background was one of them. I did that with the Lunar Chronicles picture, and I really liked how it turned out, so I wanted to try it for this one. And I really love how this background turned out. It turned out exactly how I wanted, and yeah, I think it really adds to a background whenever you can make it lineless. Like, I really love when artists do that, and I'm just now starting to get comfortable with it with my Copics, so I'm really excited to see what I'll be able to do with that in the future. And plus it's fun to layer things. That's why I think I love painting so much, is because I'm able to layer, and being able to finally figure out how to layer without really necessarily blending with my Copics is another good thing that I'm glad I'm finally getting into. So for this drawing, I decided I wanted to go for a theme, and I remember I sketched this thumbnail out whenever I was trying to just sort of figure out where I was going to go with a lot of these. Because I have a lot of ideas, but a lot of my ideas I don't really want in my series. So instead of looking at emotions like my professor was telling me to look into, I decided I was just going to go for a theme. So I just looked up, I think, 100 themes prompts or something like that for arts and for art and drawing and stuff like that. So one of the themes I found was carbonation, and that's what this one is supposed to be like. It's supposed to, because, well, you'll see why it's called carbonation later on, if you haven't already figured out from the thumbnail. But yeah, that's pretty much where I got this idea, was pretty much just looking at one word, and this picture came into my mind, and it's finally drawn and colored in, and I love how it turned out. Also, the grass that I'm coloring in right now turned out sort of splotchy, and at first I was like, no, it needs to be perfectly blended, and then I realized that, hey, that kind of looks like it's light coming through leaves that are overhead, so I just kind of left it, and I'm glad I did, because my professor really liked it, so yay! And I really love the colors I used for this. I was kind of going for sort of a complementary sort of color scheme without really thinking about it, I guess, because I knew I wanted the lighter to darker blues in the background for the trees, and then green grass, but then I chose orange because carbonation, orange soda, that's kind of what I was going for, because orange soda is the best kind of soda besides Mountain Dew. So yeah, I just wanted to sort of make it look like this tree was either filled with or made up of jellied carbonated orange soda. I know it's weird, don't judge me, but that's where my brain was going whenever I drew this and colored it. So I really like how the colors turned out, and I really like how stark it is against the blues and the greens. I really like how that turned out. I think it really does something for the picture, because whenever you drink, usually something carbonated has caffeine in it, and whenever you drink caffeine, well, at least me anyway, it improves my mood, and I get hyper and happy, and that's kind of how I wanted this tree to look. It looks like it's going yay with its, I just put my arms up in the air like you guys can see me, but it looks like it's just going yay, hyperness kind of thing. So I guess I was trying to put an emotion in there too, along with this weird sort of theme I went with. That's about all I can really say for the subject matter, I guess. I don't really know how else to explain it. That's just kind of what my brain told me to do, I guess. And my hand drew that, so... Honestly, I thought I was gonna have a lot more to say with this picture because it's like one of my favorites I've done so far with my series, and I can't really think of anything to really say about it. I know I said that I was going to film one of every 2 for this series, and I think with this round I ended up filming 2 in a row. The 2 that were on my desk in the workspace video, this was one of them, and then the next one is technically the next one in my series. So those 2 are technically next to each other, so I kind of did both in 1 week, and then I took a week off, and now like my schedule's all messed up because I'm not used to filming every week now, so still trying to get in the hang of that. This is where I added the carbonation with my colorless blender. The colorless blender is more like a deleter if you don't know what it is, and if you don't use Copics. It's pretty much like a deleter. If you rub it into the paper over top of Copics, it'll turn it white and lighter, and that's a good way to like fix a color or like get rid of it. Like if you go outside of your line art, you can quickly just sort of like rub it into the paper, and then it'll eventually look white again by pushing it deeper into the paper. So that's pretty much what I was doing with on top of the orange to get it that sort of bubbly carbonated look. I had to go over it a bunch of times though to get it to even show up, because the orange was such a bright color. It was sort of hard to figure out how hard and how much pressure to put on like a single dot to make it not look stark white, but just make it sort of look bubbly and fun and happy. And then I'm putting in my not signature, but like my constant throughout this series is the storybook outline and the Twisty Tree. So my other constant for my series is the outline, and it's kind of cool to put that outline on there because it sort of frames the picture, and it doesn't have to be perfect because it looks like a torn photo or a burned photo, so there's not really a right way to do it, and I like that because as like up toward the top of the picture I did like accidentally, I think my hand shook or something, or got a hiccup and I moved and it made this like big blop on it. I'm like, no, but it ended up looking okay in the end. So yeah, that's all I have for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in this video.